Hello. Hello. Welcome to the Atrioc broadcast here on July 10th, 2025, the year of our Lord. Juan Sats, thank you for the 39 months. My band is paying a gig in Warsaw. It's going to be fun. Want to go? I'll let you in for free. You'll let me into your Warsaw gig for free. So all I have to provide is the flight from Los Angeles to Warsaw, Poland. What a deal. How could I pass that up? Maybe I'll stop in Madrid on the way and say hi to Evan Gao. Does anyone else have a European country they'd like to invite me to? While we're at it. It's not like I have a wife or anything, or family that's living with me. Who cares? Or animals I have to take care of. Who cares? I just fly. Russia, New Jersey, let's do it. World tour. I'm going to go visit every single chatter at their house. Ukraine. Let's go to Ukraine. Who wants to do a Atrioc community Ukraine field trip? Could be fun. We could make a difference out there. Hey, thank you for the sub, Eve3 and Shin Splints. Thank you for the 59. Good goddamn Shin Splints. Thank you very much. NeoFat99999. Thank you for the 19 months. It's Pip. Thank you for the 9 months. DevCap with a 53. Much appreciated. Yak01. Thank you for the 29. SNG Jackie. Thank you for the 35. Go to Ukraine and outfit a drone with a glizzy. What an interesting video idea for me. Painless Siren, thank you for the 18 months. Jesus Liker 420. Doesn't Jesus frown upon 420? You think Christ was a bit of a weed smoker or no? I get the sense, no, don't say amen. Show me in the Bible where it says I can't toke up daily, I dare you. I'm gonna Google it. Does the Bible say anything about weed? Does the Bible say anything about weed? I'm checking because the Bible doesn't explicitly mention weed or marijuana. But it does say that every plant that is on the face of the earth and every tree within the seed of its fruit is for man. So I guess, like, theoretically, every plant is designed for man. And you could use that to argue that God wants you to toke weed. This is Bible approved. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like Jesus can get all high and mighty. He turned water into wine. Everyone got pissed drunk at that party. He's not like he's above, intoxication. It's just different flavors of the same thing. You were there? Yes, I was there. I got pissed drunk. I got pissed drunk, and Jesus kept making more wine. Ain't no party like a Jesus party baby. So true. So then opium is too then? Jesus loved heroin? I didn't say he loved either one. I just said it's clearly available. I don't know. I mean, how much man-made additions does it no longer become God's light? You know what I'm saying? Is God really praising Purdue Pharma for making opioids? Is that really natural? No, I don't think that. I think there's a certain level where it starts to get, Monsanto corn. I don't know about all that. I don't know if that all tracks. I mean, all the ingredients are natural. Yeah, but that's not what everything in that case comes from something natural. Even God himself said, enjoy this Gorilla Glue. Yeah, Corinthians 10:13. Huff this glue and you'll be all right. My Protestant pastor said he doesn't fly commercial because there's demons in a tube. What does that mean? Is this your pastor explaining why he has to fly private? This is your pastor explaining why he's taking all the collection money to... Well, I think the same then. Streamers should be the same way. Do you understand that streamers can't fly commercial because the electrical signals on the plane gets rid of our ability to communicate directly with the audience? So I'm going to have to get a private jet with your sub money. Thank you so much, Alex Zahn. Thank you for the prime. Morphine, thank you for the 21 months. Rizzle McDizzle, thank you for the 37. The Lava Bear, thank you for the 47. I'm almost 2 years old now, Poggies. This may be a shock to you, Lava Bear. Everyone else knows this, but it's going to be a shock to you. Your sub length is not your age. That's... Everyone else knows this, but I will let you in on a secret that your sub length is not your human age. It's not... You weren't born when you joined. I see what you're saying. It's almost like your new life started the second you subscribed to Twitch, TV/Atrioc. It's almost like you were born again. In that case, I see what you're saying. In fact, it's a powerful statement. A born-again Twitch sub. Hey, thank you for the 23 months. Toter is cool. Yeah, I know. Thank you for the tier 1. Anyway, today, we had a lot of news to talk about, ideally in rapid-fire succession. I want to talk about... Grok going Mecha Hitler and the CEO stepping down. I want to talk about... I want to talk about jobs numbers. Maybe that's a bigger topic. I want to talk about... click to cancel. I didn't want to talk about that. T1, I have nothing to say. I was so sad. I was so fucking sad when T1 lost yesterday, bro. Oh, it was so fucking tragic. And here's what I think. So here's the truth. The day before they lost, I was on stream, quoted as saying, I don't care if they win. I prefer if they lose MSI because they'll do better at Worlds. And I meant that. And when they were losing the series at beginning versus Gen G, I was like, it's fine. I don't care. But then I kept watching and they got my hopes up. That was the fucked up part. They got my hopes up. It went to game 5 and it was like stressful and intense and they were winning game 5 and I was excited and I was cheering and then they threw and that is when it fucked me up. That's when I felt sad because I got my hopes into it. I got my heart into it. Maisie, don't say so true if you don't know what we're talking about. Maisie, you can't just come in here and say so true when you're like not, you just, I mean, I appreciate you attempting to vibe with me, but I don't know what's going on trying to be supportive. Yeah, but I know that's what you're doing. So it doesn't feel supportive. Superman being, okay, so you hate me and want me to die. That's not, there's a middle ground, Maisie. I don't know where that is, but there's a middle ground. I just know that you're a huge Gen G fan, Maisie. And that's why it doesn't ring true to me. Superman apparently got good reviews. Is that the story you're telling me? Superman Metacritic. What did it get? Is this the old one? Which Superman is this? Oh, it has a 68 actually on Metacritic. It's not that great. What about Rotten Tomatoes? Rotten Tomatoes Superman. It has like a cameo from a Smallville guy, right? 83%. And on the audience rating, it's pretty good. I mean, listen, I would never go see this movie in a million years. It's not my kind of movie. I don't even like superhero movies very much to begin with. But because of Smallville, I might see it. Because of Smallville, I might see it. That's my only... Smallville has slowly but surely put me into the Superman universe. Lex Luthor's in it for a cameo, but who does he play? Does he play Lex Luthor? Hey, B-Day 38 for the 59 months. Happy 59. Happy 59. 59 subs for you and 59 birthdays for me, you know? King Bart, thank you for the 4 months. Reluctantly got Prime for Prime Day, and of course the deals are doo-doo, but at least I can get rid of ads. Your story doesn't add up because you're a 4-month Prime sub. How did you get it for Prime Day? How does your... Unless you bought it 4 months... Like, why make up this story? I don't understand. Like, does it... Stop sub-watching us? I guess I'll stop. Listen, who am I to look a gift horse in the mouth, huh? Somebody gives me their hard-earned Prime sub and wants to tell me a tale about it? I think everyone that gives me a Prime should tell me a tale, and I'll just believe it verbatim. Oh, shit, I almost spilled that. Like Benny Savage Tom, thank you for the Prime. You said, I got this Prime from my dying grandmother. She gave it to me as her last wish and said, give it to a streamer you really respect. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Graham. Twitch stole my Prime. I don't know where it is. Twitch stole it from you? What do you mean they stole it from you? It's not a physical thing. They didn't reach into your pocket and take it out. Hey, thanks for the 5 gifted. Boston Brawler. Do you have a message? You said, holy shit, Minecraft Parkour Civ Part 4. Oh, we are doing Minecraft today. So after we talk about the news, in like 40 minutes maybe, I'm going to go and try... Well, here's the thing. So every year, the Atrioc SMP community makes... Not every year. I don't know what their time period is. But they make a brand new server from the ground up and build all sorts of insane, ostentatious things. And then I show up on the very last day to tour it, and then we blow it up. It has been a year. And so we're going to try it again. We're going to see what they've built today. So you're basically a terrorist? I wouldn't say that. I mean, at the worst possible interpretation, I'm a Minecraft terrorist. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not... If anything, I'm like more like Oppenheimer. I'm doing it for a good cause. Atrioc, can you teach me some grammar? I got to take the ACT on Saturday, and I'm dumb as fucking rocks. Thanks in advance, man. Can I be honest with you, Wyatt Matcha? Your message is more well-written than 99.9% of all messages here, including with punctuation and capitalization. So I don't think you have to worry. You're, at least for our society that you live in, you're fine. You didn't misspell anything. What is he acting in? Don't make that face. Okay, here's something I've never truly understood. Why take the ACT when you could just take the SAT? I'm sorry, but like, who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Just fucking move on. Go for the show. Do the big dog. ACT was first. You know what else was first? I was gonna go with Hitler, but I think I'll save that for the Grok discussion. I'm turning into Grok. Hey, Truck, you are my sanity break while I stay late at work trying to fix a $250,000 accounting error. Thanks for the content, amigo. A $250,000 accounting error. You know, if it's that big of an error, they're not going to notice if like 20 grand goes to subs, you know? Maybe it ends up being a 230K accounting error and suddenly old Atrioc gets a little 20K subscriber. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's counting? You're the one in charge of counting. Um, suspiciously $250,000 shaped belly. What's with this? What is with this fucking belly joke? Everyone's doing this. Did Northern Lion do this? Why is everyone doing this? Pat's my suspicious shaped belly burp joke. I'm seeing it all over. This is TikTok. This is TikTok fucking brain rot. It's from Game of Thrones. It's definitely not from Game of Thrones. It's definitely not from Game of Thrones. Hey, Truck, I'm quitting my job to move to a new state and finally finish writing a feature film. I took your advice when you said don't quit your job till you have another one lined up. Well, it's not exactly my advice because you don't have a job lined up, but what's the movie? How about that? Tell us about the feature film. Scorsese in chat. They are a CEO now. You have in Monopoly when they have the bank error in your favor. Yes, I know that. They would just take that money back, right? Unrealistic game SMH. Dude. I don't ask for much. But I'd like your messages to be somewhat relevant to what is being talked about or discussed. You're just throwing out like opening lines of your stand-up. What do you? What do I say to this? It's not even related. It's not even related to what we're talking about. That's too much to ask. You're just practicing your tight five. Year of Kindness reminder. Who the fuck still thinks we're doing Year of Kindness? Can we be real? How far in are we? Who thinks we're still doing Year of Kindness? At what point does it become obvious? Maisie, you? All right, if Maisie's still doing it, I'll do it. Year of Kindness, it's back. Solidarity. Yeah. Okay, you can't tell me to die anymore? That's kind. That's a kind thing I do. It's like fun. It's like we're besties, you know? We talk shit. Did you see? Wait, did you say you were gonna re-up the Year of Kindness because last year didn't really count? Last year wasn't the Year of Kindness. This year was supposed to be the Year of Kindness, and I've got a suspiciously Year of Kindness shaped belly, and it's gone, dude. It's fucking gone. Dude, my hungry ass when it's the Year of Kindness. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. You definitely said you're going to restart Year of Kindness on the podcast. On the podcast, we literally created a tier 2 bonus episode called the Year of Kindness, which is only about crashing out. We turned the Year of Kindness into a paid crash out. It's not. I can physically see Big A's blood pressure rise when he reads a stupid chat message. Yeah, but I said blood pressure, so I lose anyway. I said pleasure, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? God damn it, stupid. Point and laugh mistake. Anyway. Well, let me. First of all, I gotta thank people that are tier one. Playtime Disaster, thank you for the 9 months. Jakowski, thank you for the bits. Hot Muff, your name's Hot Muff. Thank you for the 55 months. Stalin Bob, thank you for the 29 months. Mounty Lamau, thank you for the 4. And Maisie, thank you for the 10 months. Does this give me VIP? Does 10 months get you VIP? No, 10 months doesn't get you VIP. We have People way longer than 10 months. I thought being best friends did. If there was a best friends option, I'd throw it on there. If I could add a little best friends badge. Bob from NASA. Are you actually from NASA? Because you just dropped 10 gifted and you have 0 messages in my chat. Bob from NASA, thank you for the 10 gifted. Do you have a message you wanted to ask? You haven't said anything. It could be your first message. Brown Boy, thank you for the 5 gifted. The more months you subscribe, the better person you are. Let me just do a quick check here. You have 14 months. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Yeah. If you had like 50, I'd be like, I see your bias. But you're not at 50. You're at 14. Yeah, you're a decent person. Where do you check to see how many chats you've sent? Do you want to guess how many chats you've sent? Blueberry, I can tell you right now. Blueberry, if you guessed it exactly, I'll give you 800 million doll hairs. If you guess it exactly. He said 40. Bro thinks he's not an Atrioc frog. You're way off. You're fucking way off. 146, bro. 146. You didn't forget these classics, like where you spammed yes, 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 kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Monka, Carney, Rome if it had TikTok, Lamau. Millennial problems, Gryffindor or Slytherin? 5 question marks. Yeah, you're dropping bangers in here. You're dropping bangers. He's right behind me, isn't he? Mountain Dew and Xbox, I can't. These are all these. I mean, look at your messages, and they're just great. And then you seem to like the AoE games, except when AoE's going on, all you do is spam Doubters eating good RN and Glizzy. Anyway, sorry to do a little bit. Damn, I need a job. Nah. Stop reading. That's good. Damn, I need a job. We don't say the J word around here, buddy. We don't say the J word around here, all right? Even though I have the hardest J word in the world. Atrioc, I just moved an hour and 40 minutes upstate to be the second person in my company to work in a city. How soon should I quit and work at McDonald's? I'm so interested by what you mean. You're the second person in your company to work in a city? You're a farmer, I guess? But, okay. So but what I'm saying is there's no office then. There's no office. So you moved into a city to work by yourself, but you're still part of a company. This is a unique... Bro fucks. Atrioc, do you think you have it harder than a single mother of 3 working at Chili's and Applebee's 16 hours a day? Yes. Significantly harder. Someone who gets to work at Chili's is basically living the dream. Do you understand? It's like it's a Shangri-La. It's a paradise on earth. The ability, I mean, I guess working it out is kind of tough, but you can probably like subtly undermine it, you know? You can try to do little things that make their profits go down so that the long-term Chili's can win. Hey, Not Viper, thank you for the 5 gifties. This is just the FaZe Clan video where they tell normal people streaming is harder than their jobs. Is that a real video? Yes, that's awesome. I mean, that's good. That's fucking good. That's something that's finally someone says it, honestly. Finally someone says it. Big A, I just started an accounting job. Any advice? Embezzle. Embezzle, dude. Accounting, they give you access to their money and they don't know how you do it. That means you're who watches the Watchmen? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's watching you. Change a couple zeros, change a couple ones. All of a sudden, your account looks pretty damn big. You should watch. You should watch a bit from It's Funny as Fuck to see Jason the Ween tell the postman that his job is harder because he gets nervous sometimes. He's right. He's right. God bless him for saying it, dude. He's right. All right. There's nothing harder. There's nothing harder. Dude, yesterday, I was going to go live, and then my League of Legends team that has more world champions than any other didn't win a regional tournament. And I was too crushed to hit the go live button. And that's how fucking hard this job is, dude. Do you understand? Yeah, fuck that. It just hits you right in the gut, dude. It takes it. And it's a double limb tournament, so they're not even out. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. Hey, there's a new Almost Friday? Wait, what? Wait, what? Almost Friday when it's almost Friday? You gotta check. It's only 3 minutes long. Like, Marines would quiver and quake in 5 minutes in my shoes. Speaking of that, thank you, Y-Wall, for the prime. Us Clint Stevens fans know this. Dude, Clint is so funny that Clint just doesn't stream for years. Like, he totally could. Like, you know, it's almost, honestly, it's the most insane flex on, you know, you think of every single, because Twitch has like 1 million streams, maybe 800,000 now, people trying, and Clint can go live and get fucking 8,000 people, and he doesn't do it. It's crazy. Crypto, it's a hell of a drug. I know streamers that join the Marines, but no Marines that become streamers. That's because of fear. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. It's because of fear. In the Marines, they tell them if they drop out of boot camp, they might have to become streamers, and that motivates them. That's what gets them over the wall, and like that. I'm jealous of how often Clint streams for my streamer. I have had. How often have I streamed lately? Let's check. Let's make sure I'm not being miscredited here. I think I have been streaming less. Okay. I stream roughly. Is this more or less than usual? It's a little spotty. That's a little spotty. I've been skipping Wednesday pretty consistently. I'm looking at the chart here, but let's look at Clint Stevens. Twitch tracker, Clint Stevens. Dude, okay. Dude, don't even. Oh, you guys are saying it like I'm fucking. Okay, I knew Clint streamed a little bit, but I'm not Clint bad, dude. He streamed a week and a half this year. A week and a half in the past year and a half. Okay? That's not way more than me. No, that's not way more than me. Here's mine. Here's mine. Look at this. This is fairly. I don't know. I took this week off, and then I didn't stream 3 days this week. And then I skipped Wednesday, and I think Friday. Yeah, there's been some days off. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's no... Even Wilt had off days. Facts. Last year, you only streamed 2 days. That's not true. Last year, I streamed many, many days. Haven't streamed in August at all. It's not August yet. No, the day is off by 1. Obviously, I stream Mondays. This is Sunday. This is the Sunday stream. I never stream Sundays. Bro is out here trying to make pixel art with his stream tracker. It's not about the quantity, first of all, of streams. That's the first thing you need to know. It's about the quality, all right? Just one single crackling chat interaction is worth 100 hours of content. Like, here, we're going right now. I'll show you right now. We'll just... Because you guys obviously aren't respecting the art and craft of this. So let's get a great chat interaction right now. Here's one. This person said, glizzy. All right. And then I go, glizzy. And then you guys go, I can't. +2 VIPM, glizzy. And that, do you understand? Do you see how this fucking takes psychological effort? You think how this takes fucking, this just feels right. I get it now. This is his magnum opus. He's so back. America is healing. Okay, wait. I did want to talk. Let's just, because I'm on a clock here. I want to yap longer, but I have to plan around this this Minecraft tour. Okay, so real quick. This is interesting. Do you guys remember? It'll come up here in just a second, I'm sure. Do you guys remember? There it is. When Elon Musk, after buying Twitter, decided he was not going to be the CEO of it. He wanted to have some separation. Even though he spent all his time on it, he talked about it more than any of his other companies. He tweeted 100 times a day. He wanted to pretend that someone else would be CEO. So he decided he would step back from the CEO role and he would hire Linda Yaccarino. This is this woman right here. Now, she had a background, a pretty successful background, doing ad sales for NBC Universal. I think they moved $100 million in ad sales, something crazy, maybe $100 billion. It was huge. I mean, Linda Cappuccino, you could call her. And, the goal was, hey, I'm Elon Musk. I'm a little bit controversial. Twitter has turned into X.com. Ad sales are way down. We need somebody who's really, really good at ad sales to come in and get all the big advertisers like Lego and Oreos and Nike and everyone to just feel comfortable spending money on X. That was the plan, all right? We'll bring her in. She's the CEO. Now, there's one key difference, though, from a normal CEO, and that is she has zero authority over me, Elon Musk. Luckily, I'm a very normal dude who will not cause her problems in this job at all. Even though I get to do whatever I want, I have total control over the product, and the CEO can never, ever, 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 ever contradict me in any way. And that created a bit of a problem for Linda Yaccarino. Because even though she was nominally the CEO, people started to realize she was really more of a CEO in name only. In the first couple months in the job, her most important responsibility was crystallized. She would be a highly visible cleanup crew for Musk. Basically, Elon Musk would say some insane shit advertisers would panic, and then she would be rolled out to be like, no, it's all good. Everything's great. X.com is thriving and we're building for the future. And she was even asked directly about this contradiction.
Yes, you were brought in.
Oh.
Yes, you were brought in as CEO. That is your title, but you don't cover product.
Right.
All of the product teams report to Elon Musk, and as a result of that, there's been a lot of.
If anyone in this room,
Can I finish?
Wait,
let me finish.
Sure,
Please, let me finish.
Sure.
As a result of the fact that the product team does not report to you, the product team at Meta reports to Mark Zuckerberg. Because the product team does not report to you, there has been speculation that you are in more of a COO role or a CBO role, a CEO in name only role.
You know what's funny is that we talk about that a lot at X. As you know, it's a very flat organization, and the teams are very empowered to perform at their highest levels. So I'm not sure what your definition of, or how you want to kind of wiggle me into an answer of, are you really just a COO or I don't know.
CEO in name only.
Okay, yeah. Nice. But that being said, I think what Elon and I talk about a lot, number one, always starts with the user experience, and that has to be private.
Anyway, she's mad about the question and she goes out of it. But it became very obvious that was the case, because time after time, it would be Elon setting the direction for the company. And when something bad would happen, she would be trotted out to try and smooth things over. But she wasn't really setting any direction. And so I saw this quote on Linda Yaccarino's profile when I was researching for this, where she said, the arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. And it's very funny she put this, because she was obviously very successful at NBC Universal. But it's very arrogant to think she could repeat that here at X.com under Elon Musk. And in fact, it's been so far proven true, okay, that she cannot. And so as she entered her time at X.com, it's been controversy after controversy until recently, but always, every step of the way, she always said, no, I'm sticking it out at X. It's going to be fine. I'm the CEO. It's fine. Until recently, until 2 days ago. So two things have happened recently. Number one is XAI bought X.com, Twitter. So the AI company bought Twitter for its full valuation, which means she got paid. She got paid out. She got an exit liquidity moment, which means she no longer needs to stick around for hope of a future payday. She got paid. Now, she's still been CEO since then, until 2 days ago, when the new version of Grok rolled out. Now, if you guys don't know the backstory here, Grok is Elon Musk's version of ChatGPT on Twitter. And every Twitter user can ask at Grok, is this true? At Grok, what do you think about this? And Grok will ChatGPT respond in the comments. But some of Elon Musk's more right-wing followers noticed that it was fact-checking them on things they didn't want to be fact-checked on. There was just certain situations where it would say hey, there's not a white genocide in South Africa, or things that contradicted Elon Musk. And so he said, don't worry, Grok has gone woke. We're going to fix it. We're going to make Grok more based, more correct. Stop listening to the lamestream media. Okay? And so the new Grok rolled out and immediately declared itself Mecha Hitler. The new Grok started calling itself Mecha Hitler. It started making open anti-Semitic things about tiny hat people and saying oh, people with that last name, you know what that means. Just getting really fucking incredibly anti-Semitic, incredibly problematic. And at the same time, again, probably as Linda Yaccarino is getting the call, oh shit, break glass in case of emergency, we need you to come smooth this over. Then it started sexually harassing her. Now, I blurred out the obscene words here, but it's literally talking about her in like a complete sexual harassment way. Linda Yaccarino. So then immediately this tweet comes out. Linda Yaccarino just said, after an incredible 2 years, I decided to step down as CEO of X. So it's not a coincidence, bro. She has been called in time after time after time to clean up some kind of mess. And finally, she said, this isn't worth my time. I got paid from again, she got a payout. She got a big payout from the X acquisition. So, Elon Musk had a very curt response. Let's see if I can find it. He had a very curt response to her resigning. Also, very funny that her tweet from an hour ago is this. Grok 4 is really good. Insanely good. He said this. After 2 years of covering for him, he said, thank you for your contributions. And then took away her blue check mark immediately. She was CEO for 2 years. He rolls out a Mecha Hitler bot that harasses her and then instantly thank you for your contributions and sat down. So, it's a minor story, I guess, all things considered. Grok has always been a little bit problematic, but the new rollout, I guess what's interesting about it is this. So, people wanted to know, well, how did you make Grok more quote unquote based? How did you make sure that its opinions won't be woke? Well, it has a tool where you can see what it's thinking, the chain of thought reasoning model, where you can see what it's doing in real time. People use that, and they found out that the maximally truth-seeking behavior it's supposed to have is when it doesn't know what to think about something, it searches for Elon Musk's tweets about it. Here you can see it specifically here. It searches X for Elon Musk. Like this person asks, who do you support on Israel versus Palestine? Well, it doesn't know what to think, so it looks for Elon Musk's fucking opinion. Now, most of us already do this because he's so based. But it's nice to have a bot that can do it for us. Where this leaves X.com is again up in the air. They were experiencing a small ad business rebound, not back to where they were before he bought it, but it was trending up. But with her out of the way and this controversy happening, it seems like the company will not be able to make ad sales even close to profitable, and we'll have to continue to hopefully pivot into a subscription model. But I don't know that enough subscriptions are being sold to off-balance it. Now, the problems of Twitter have all been delayed. The can has been kicked for indefinitely because the company got bought by XAI. So if Twitter is not profitable, it's not a problem until if or when the AI bubble deflates and XAI is no longer worth $45-50 billion with no revenue. That's what. Until the hype around saying the word AI deflates, then X.com is safe. But it is worth noting that unless you go by EBITDA, which is a fake stat designed to make you look good, they are still losing money, hand over fist. They're still losing money. So it's a small part of how big XAI is, but it is a part, and the company doesn't make financial sense if there's not a big daddy AI company to bail them out. Yeah, I think that's a little update. That's all I wanted you to know about Linda Yaccarino and Grok. But she's gone. She's out. And I guess he's going to have to find a new CEO. I'm thinking me, perhaps? Maybe get a streamer in there to mix things up? So buy Twitter shorts. You have not been paying attention. You cannot buy the short of a company that is wholly owned by another one and is not publicly traded, right? You can't. You just can't. There's no way to short it because it's not a public company. He's talking about shorts with the Twitter logo on them. Yeah, I guess if you want to like represent old Twitter, I guess you could do that. Robinhood sold me shares in Twitter though. Well, you could buy Twitter shares back in the day before Elon Musk bought out the company, if that's what you're talking about. But not after the buyout. Although, actually, that brings up a different topic. So, okay, there's a few companies that are not public, like SpaceX and OpenAI, that casual retail investors want to buy. Look, here's how most people buy stocks on Robinhood, right? They think of a name they recognize that they think is kind of vaguely tech sounding, and then they buy it. So it might be SpaceX, it might be Bitcoin, it might be it might be Nvidia, it might be Tesla, it might be whatever. They open up Robinhood, they have a little bit of extra money, and they buy whatever is vaguely tech sounding because they think it'll go up. And one of the names they've heard a lot is SpaceX, along with OpenAI. They know those are big. They use ChatGPT. However, these companies are not public. They don't sell. You can't buy their stock. It's not listed anywhere. Robinhood realized this arbitrage opportunity. Okay? Robinhood realized there's a lot of people out there, let's just say they have nice smiley faces, who have money, who want to buy these stocks but can't. So what Robinhood did was they created tokenized investment vehicles named, they basically created tokenized shares of OpenAI and SpaceX that are just listed as SpaceX and OpenAI on their app. They're not actually equity in the companies. You don't own any share of the company. They they have no claim on future profits of the company. They have no ownership of the company. OpenAI actually put out a statement. Let's see if I can find it. OpenAI. Yeah, here it is. OpenAI, here it is. Put out this statement that said, these OpenAI tokens are not OpenAI equity, meaning stock. We did not partner with Robinhood. We were not involved in this, and we do not endorse it. Any transfer of OpenAI equity requires our approval. We did not approve any transfer. Please be careful. So it's like pretend shares. Now, here's the loophole they use. I want you to know that like they have a sneaky loophole. Robinhood owns a subsidiary company that owns a few private shares of OpenAI and SpaceX. And so they tokenized these few shares. They split these like few shares, these private shares, into millions of tokens. And then they just have people bid on those. But all this person cares about is I bought something named SpaceX and number goes up. They never actually are going to like claim equity over the company. It's all very loosey-goosey, but that's all they care about. They just want to buy something named this because they know other people will do the same thing. But really, it's all these random people bidding on tokens that are splitting up like, you know, a small number of shares that Robinhood happened to own that no one else can buy. By the way, if you ever got these shares, you can't do anything with them unless you have OpenAI's approval, and they don't allow you to transfer them. So Robinhood can't even give them to you. It's very, I mean, it's very silly, but I guess it's kind of brilliant. Yeah, it's like an OpenAI NFT. It's like a SpaceX NFT. It's just like they just needed a way to put these names on something you could buy where the number could go up. That's it. They needed to find whatever legal justification they could find to put these two names on something where you could have number go up, because that's all Smiley Face cared about. How is it even priced? It's totally disconnected from OpenAI's valuation. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. You're correct. I mean, it's just priced based on demand for these tokens. It's not priced based on actual valuation of OpenAI or SpaceX. But yeah, it's even sketchier than how most Chinese shares are run. You know, for example, it's worth noting for this explanation that if you own shares in, let's say, Alibaba, so it's you, American, well, or anywhere else, but let's say American, okay? Look at that. Patriot. All right. USA. And you want to own some shares of Alibaba, okay? So Alibaba is here in China. Let's get a nice red. Now, China doesn't allow a foreign owner to have equity in Alibaba. You're not allowed to own a piece of it, to be a part owner. Otherwise, someone could come in and buy 51% or whatever, and then one of China's great companies would be owned by non-Chinese. And so what Alibaba did to get money from outside investors is they created an ADR. What does the stand for again? Whatever. They create it in the Cayman Islands, right? They create this shell company in the Cayman Islands. It's not average damage per round. It's not adjustable. It's not all-terrain vehicle. It's not. They created an ADR, okay? And it sits out here. And basically, it's a different company that you can own. And this company says, hey, if Alibaba makes a lot of profits, we own that. We have a claim on it. Now, legally, they don't. That's the thing, is this company also doesn't. But everyone outside of China just kind of agrees that it does. So I get a share in this, but I can never get a share in this. And that means if there's ever a legal dispute, or if Alibaba was being dissolved and had to pay out its shareholders or whatever, I wouldn't actually get anything. But everyone wants to trade in this, so they don't care. There's a lot of things that like just work because nothing bad's happened yet. That's basically what it is. So yeah, you can't really own any of these major Chinese stocks. You can only own these ADRs they set up. Does it pay dividends? Nope. No, it does not. So there you go. Yeah, that's it. How did you invest then? No, I have an ADR. I mean, I don't know a lot of Alibaba, but I do have some ADR shares. What does dividends mean? So if a company makes money, right? Let's say you make $100,000 and you take out the $80,000 you had to spend on employees and costs, okay? So that $20,000 left over, that's profit, baby. Sheesh. 20,000. That's profit. That's fucking awesome. That's that good shit. That's what you make a company for. That's why you did it. You can take that money and you can reinvest it into the business. Maybe you can, I don't know, buy more factories. You could do whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can reinvest in the business. Or you can pay it out to shareholders in the form of a dividend. So if you're like more of a mature company where there's not a lot of growth opportunities, that's generally what you do. If you're like Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola pays a big dividend. But if you're still a high growth company, usually you reinvest it. But yeah, dividend just spits it out. When I get my 20 cents from Wingstop, does Wingstop pay a dividend? That's funny. It's like gifting subs or buying DoorDash. No, it's not. Don't interrupt my economic metaphor by adding things. Okay? Don't throw in like it's like X. No, it is not. It's not like gifting subs or buying DoorDash. No. Those are just things this is just it's not giving DoorDash. It's like the everything app. Oh, it's like Minecraft. Have you talked about YouTube's monetization policy changes? Yeah, there's a nothing burger. The fact that you're even bringing it up is crazy. That means someone's clickbaited you. There's no change. There's like no actual change. Bunch of fake headlines. You will not notice any difference. Are you going to talk about Brazil-U.S. tensions? I'll give you one small line about Brazil-U.S. tensions. And that is that adding a 50% tariff on Brazil is fucking insane. Because unlike some of these other countries that we've been tariffing, they don't even have a deficit with us. Like they buy more of our stuff than we buy of theirs. Brazil literally buys more American stuff than we buy of them. They have a trade deficit with us. We're even under Trump's logic, we're winning that trade. Okay? They're giving us more than we're giving them. So it's just, it doesn't even follow the previous logic, which was already foolish. But also, let's be fucking for real here, dude. I'll believe any of this when I see it. Right now, all the tariff stuff is just talk. It keeps getting delayed. It keeps getting postponed. It keeps getting tweaked. It keeps getting, you know what I'm saying? Nobody believes it. The market responds less and less every time because there's just a general sense that he's not going to do it. He's not going to fucking do it. He'll say it. He'll throw a big tantrum. But when it comes time to actually put it into place, he won't do it. So I that's becoming more and more my stance. Why is the tariff so high in the first place? It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. I mean, he's saying it's because they're punishing Bolsonaro, but it's just wild for a country that is literally has that we have a trade surplus with, that is just buying a ton of American goods, way more than we buy from them. Hey, BS1, they have the 20 gifted. What a nasty, nasty thing to say. Atrioc has been saying some nasty things, folks. One of the nastiest things I've ever heard, maybe. Nasty Atrioc, we call him. He's always saying lies. Fake news, Trioc. I'm not going to fix this. Hey, I promise the first time I tell you this message, I have a moral dilemma for you to relate to Grok if you're interested. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a fan of modern monetary theory. I'll make a video on it eventually. I know I've been delayed, but I'm not a fan. Okay, we are going to do Minecraft now, I think. We are going to do Minecraft. There was some more stuff I want to talk. Oh, I want to talk about the Epstein stuff, too. I guess I'll have to do that tomorrow.